John, we'll start as we usually do. Your view of today's match, a summary.
Well, I don't think we deserve to lose the game. I think we did enough in the game to win the game, to be honest with you. No, never mind even draw the game. I think we had enough chances to win the game. However, it's all about putting the ball in the back of the net. We won opportunity in the second half. The lad Muirhead for them manages to get in behind, cuts inside and puts a great strike in at the far away corner. And, the amount of chances they had for them to get a goal, the amount of chances we had and not to, is disappointing, really disappointing. The first half I still felt we had the better chances. It's difficult to play against because the long balls and a lot of corner kicks, free kicks early in the game put us under a bit of pressure, but we dealt with them and we handled that. When the game calmed down and we played a bit of football, we opened up, and I've not seen anything back yet, but we've hit the bar a couple of times. I think Ethan probably should score, Matic should probably score in the first half. There was at least 3-4 good chances. And even in the second half again, Dario hits the bar, there's balls across the face of the goal, there's chances there. Putting the ball in the back of the net, and unfortunately we didn't do it, and we leave ourselves with a mountain to climb now. So again, another sort of disappointment overall, but not an awful lot you can say. It's about putting the ball in the back of the net, and unfortunately they did and we didn't.
As Rovers fans, we always look for the positives, and it was a new lineup today, notably Greg Young starting. Man of the match performance from him. I thought he coped very well in the circumstances. Yeah,
he did very well, yeah. With Liam and Sean, both kind of like natural left backs, being out, and we wanted to have 3 central defenders to cope, with the 2 big guys up front for them. So it meant that we couldn't play Frankie in the left back position. We need to play Frankie more central, and then that opened up the door to play, young Greg at left back, and he did. He acquitted himself very well. We know that he's going to be good in the ball because that's what his strength is. He's really good in the ball, and he's competitive, and he's got good energy, so he'll get up and down the pitch. And I think he can be very happy with his performance today.
Returning to one of your comments in your previous answer, the defeat, it doesn't extinguish our playoff hopes, but it leaves it very much an uphill task.
Yeah, we've got to win 3 games, and we need a favour. We need a favour. So that's what we have to do. It's a tall order, but it's not impossible. Obviously we've got to go to Partick next week, win the game, cut that gap down to 3. Hopefully we can continue to win the last 2 games, and somebody does a little favour along the way, but it's not impossible because there's hard games coming up for everyone. We've got to keep believing that we can do it. It would be nice to get 1 or 2 other players back and give us some strength, but I'm not really sure that's going to happen. The ones that are out are kind of longer term type thing to a certain extent.
And finally, John, our form over the second half of the season, it hasn't matched our start to the season. How do you reflect in a general sense on this season of 2 halves? Yeah,
it's definitely been a season of 2 halves. Actually, the facts tell you that. We did so well in the first half of the season. We ticked every box that there was to get ticked. A good start of this League Cup campaign, started the league. Not like the first 2 games, 4-0 up here and then you draw. That's another couple of points that we gave away very cheaply on the day, and then you lose up at Inverness. But then we go on a great run. You go 15 games unbeaten, and we do well in the League Cup after that, and then the early rounds of the Scottish Cup we do very well, and early rounds of the Challenge Cup we do very well. So the first half of the season was very, very good, extremely good. Couldn't have went an awful lot better, other than beating Celtic in the League Cup. But there's no doubt, the facts are there. We've not done well enough, we've not picked up enough points in the second half of the season, and there's been changes, probably too many changes, no having the same consistency in team selection, and having to chop and change due to injuries, a little bit of loss of form. You can go back to Partick Thistle away, the 18th of December, Crystal gets sent off. We'll lose a goal on the last kick of the ball, last touch of the ball, and for the other season just kind of like many pieces really, you know. At the back of that we lose down at Ayr on Boxing Day, I think it was. You know, and unfortunately that was the start of things no quite going our way. We missed Christoph when he was out suspended. He's picked up an injury, you know. Now we've got another injury and been out for some time, and again the stats will show you that we've only won one game without Christoph. You know, he was a big influence on our whole team. And you know, Louis Vaughan scored 4 goals in 5 games. Yeah, 4 goals in 5 games. How many goals do you think he might have scored? You know, I didn't ask you to come up with a figure. I'm just saying, yeah, you accept that he's not going to play for you all season, but you know, there's still key players missing that could have made a big difference over the league campaign. You know, we've never, you know, in the 3.5 years that I've been here, back here, I could count on one hand how many times I've had a full squad to choose from. About less than 5 times I've had a full strength squad to choose from in the 3.5 years. And it does have an impact, and it's having an impact right now. So the second half of the season, yeah, we've not picked up enough points. You know, you can't hide from that. It's not been quite good enough. I think the guys have worked hard enough. It's just not quite clicked for us, and you know, we'll now find ourselves, you know, clutching at straws to get in the playoffs, and we'll try and do our best to do that. You know, as we have been, it's just not quite clicked for us, and it's. You know, it's disappointing, yeah.
Well, anyway, positive heads back on. We'll talk to you in advance of the trip to Firhill. But for now, John, thank you.
Thank you.